Howdy, and welcome to episode 47 of the Let's Play. We were here on Yavin doing some Pizak and seeing if there's anything worth buying. There's not really yet. We have one more storm map to go though, and after doing that, he will have some really nice gear. There's also a vendor on Korriban itself that I believe has some really nice gear too. So let's head to Korriban. Up, and we have a vision, although this time without Bastila. Just me seeing it. Well, this is it, Korriban, where it all began, millennia ago, when a group of exiled Jedi, Dark Jedi, were banished here, landed on the planet, crash landed, I think, and became the ruling overlords of the native Sith species. They interbred with them, and their descendants became the first Sith Lords. They created an empire spread across this section of the galaxy, and were unaware of their public existence or the way back to it until a pair of fated hyperspace explorers stumbled upon Korriban and unleashed the beginning of the Great Hyperspace War. But enough history. We are here on Korriban, so like I said, there are 8 companions left. I do actually want to use Jolie twice, because I want to use a Jedi for the final level, but I also want to bring Jolie to Korriban, because I think he has some good lines, if I remember correctly. And Korriban is sort of the Sith training academy now, so it'd be cool to have a Jedi there with me. But at least for the first bit of the planet, I'm going to bring Mission, because this will be her kind of last chance we really get to use her. And I'm also going to bring Karth for reasons that will probably become apparent later on. So no Jedi for now, but by the time we actually get to the Sith Academy portion, I'll probably change out Mission for Jolie. It's kind of sad to think that after all this time we're now using some of our companions for the last time, but it is what it is. Right, she's still got her pistol, she doesn't really need strength gauntlets. I think she's pretty much geared, and Karth is still geared from before. My character is still pretty well geared, so
Yeah? What?
we're not going to bother changing things around quite yet. We'll worry about that later, after we are ready to move to the final planet. Greetings, human. A word, if I may. It concerns the Dark Lord of the Sith. You mean Malik? No, human. I mean the true Lord of the Sith. I am speaking of Darth Revan, of you. How do you know who I am? Listen to me, and all will be made clear. My name is Ziagram. I am a businessman. I and my partner deal in rare items of extraordinary value and power. Like this headpiece somewhere. Are you trying to buy it from me? Because I'm not selling. I'm used to this thing at this point. You're with the exchange. No, we're not. We're independent operators, though often our transactions involve those who represent the exchange. Traditionally, we've done business with the owner of the Ebon Hawk. Lots of previous owners listed, etc. Yep. Get to the point. Oh, you put a tracking device on my ship. They have sources in the Sith fleet. Yep. Malik tried to suppress the truth. He doesn't want everybody knowing that I'm alive, but yep, information slipped through. Alright, how does this involve you? My partner ideal, yes, we said that. Are you going to give me these items? No, but he'll sell them to me. The cantina in Dreshdae, which is the settlement here. I'll check it out. So that's that vendor I was talking about before. He only becomes available to you after you've done the Leviathan sequence. Another Jedi come to Corbin. Yes, good to meet you. How do you know I'm a Jedi? Well, from the lightsaber you're carrying. Only Jedi carry ones like that, correct? I wonder if he still says that if you don't have a lightsaber equipped. Many Jedi come to Corbin, trying to join the academy, etc. So I imagine. 23 credits. No. Right. What's going on here?
No, that is the wrong answer. Again, you pathetic hopefuls can't possibly all be this stupid, can you?
Please, Master Sheridan. Sheridan, give us a chance. We'll do anything to get into the academy.
I'm no master yet, but I like the sound of that. All right, one more question. There's a lot of you is trying my patience. All right, let's say you become
like
a
Hogwarts,
Sith
except
and
it's
I
all
am your
Slytherins.
commanding officer. I give you an order to spare the life of an enemy. Do you do it?
Of course, Shaldan. Anything you command us.
We would never oppose you.
Wrong answer.
No. Do you honestly believe that the Sith are in need of such sniveling cowards? Mercy is a weakness. If your leader shows weakness, it is your duty to kill him and show true authority, true power. That is why the Sith are strong.
Thank you, Sheridan. Or Sheridan. We understand now.
No, you don't understand, and you probably never will. You wouldn't survive 5 seconds in the academy. The other students would tear you apart. Bah! I can't be bothered with fools. Perhaps I should... You, Jedi! You're looking to get in the academy, are you not? Of course you are. Why else would you be here? Let me pose a question to you. These hopefuls will never survive in the academy. A lesson must be taught here, but I am at a loss as to what form it should take.
Oh, this is rich.
I wasn't talking to you. I'm thinking to spare them the effort of being killed and do it myself. Perhaps I shall turn their skin inside out.
Ouch.
Or force lightning. Yes, it's a most impressive display. Or perhaps a bit of humiliation is in order. I could easily strip off their tunics and make them run through the colony. Or they could lose all control of their bodily functions.
Those
What
seem
do
a
you
little
think?
less
I just can't seem to decide.
permanent than the first two. Why? What did they do?
We didn't do anything. Please, help us.
Silence! It's not what they did so much as what they didn't do, which is prove themselves worthy. I'm exhausted from dealing with their mulings, so please decide for me, will you?
Very Sith-like, telling others to make your decisions for you. Let them go. That's my decision.
Let them go? And what could possibly convince me to do that?
Can I force persuade him? Because I'm Darth Revan. Don't think he'll believe me. Like they said, Malik tried to suppress the information. You want to let them go. Wow, he's a
To let
Sith
them go.
apprentice and he's still
Yes,
weak-minded.
that's right. They're not worth my time.
Exactly.
My head. What was that? I feel like just get out of here, all of you. I don't have time for this.
Do I get some light side points for that? I better. That's light side you can get. Yay. If you don't have like persuade or force persuade, you could also just have them run through the streets naked. I think still get light side points for that because obviously they'll be a little embarrassed in front of their community, but I mean, much better that than having their skin turned inside out. Alright, here's the guy that sells stuff. Yep, what do you offer? Can I see your merchandise? Wait, this is not the special merchandise, this is just the normal merchandise. Still, even the normal merchandise has this, which is a really nice pistol, if you have anybody that uses pistols. And it can be upgraded even further. Some rifles, grenades, mines, the usual stuff. Apparently, if you win at Pizak, the Rhodian in the Yavin station also sells or buys your items for more as well. And apparently he buys the racing bonds for a lot more than anybody else will buy them for, so I really should have spent them there, but I guess when I looked up online, that hadn't been released yet or something, I don't know, because nobody mentioned that, so I just sold them to the first guy I saw. I suppose I could probably go back to Tatooine and buy them back, and then, I don't know. Connections. Wasn't this the special merchandise guy? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's a different Rhodian.
Look here, my dear friends. We have some
Another
newcomers to the
student.
colony, led by a Jedi, no less. I don't believe I've seen any of them before, have you?
I hate Jedi, and these fallen ones are worse. They always get into the academy, and they think they're better than the rest
They
of us.
probably are. They have previous
Just what we
training.
needed.
some punks to come steal our lunch credits.
Smart-mouthed newcomers to boot.
Looks pretty fresh to me, Lashao.
That's what I thought. Well, stranger, I don't know whether you're aware of this or not, but here on Korriban, the Sith do as they please. And we are Sith. Quite literally,
Sith
whether
pupils.
you live or die depends upon our whim. What do you think of that, hmm?
Wow, they're full of themselves. You can try to chill. Yeah, I'll say this. You can try to kill me, you'd fail, but you can try.
Those are very brave words for such an insignificant person. Do you not realize how many Sith are here in Dreshdae?
See, I could
Is
probably
this
take
a
them all.
raffle? How many guesses do we get?
Let me kill this
glad I
one,
brought cards.
Lasho. Let me do it.
Now, let's not be hasty. Perhaps our friend here could yet offer up some amusement. What do you say?
Great.
Amuse us. Make us laugh, and we might just consider allowing you to live.
I don't think there's any way to actually get into a fight here and kill them, because I think you have to interact with them later on. Tell a joke. I kind of want to see what some of these options do, but I'm just going to go for this one. Do you know who I am? I'm Darth Revan. Watch your tongue or I'll rip it out. It sounds kind of dark side, though. Because they just laugh it off and they think that was actually funny, but be careful. You might be heading for more trouble than you can handle.
What?
I think someone just stood up to you, Lashao.
Shut up, fool, unless you want to be next.
Yeah? Anytime.
Stop it. This is boring. Let's just go back to the academy.
Fine, we'll go. As for you, I'll find you later. Trust me on that.
Oh, I will. But when she was talking about fighting all the Sith in this settlement, that reminded me, I am going to set this to hard. Or difficult, rather. Yay. So hopefully that'll make this actually a bit of a challenge from now on.
I hear you arrived on that old smuggling ship, the Hawk or something like that.
Something like that. There's a droid shop here, I think. Oh, alright, mission. What do you want?
Hey there, what can I...
I just want to talk about me being Revan.
It seems to me that if you don't really remember anything about being Revan, then it doesn't really matter anymore. You are who you are now, right?
So it doesn't bother you at all?
I don't see the Sith Lord standing here. I see a friend who's been with us through thick and thin. Remember, Malik's the one who tried to destroy Terrace.
It's true. She might have had something else to say, though.
Hey there.
I want to know more about
Really?
you.
You want to know about me? Nobody's ever really been interested in me before. What do you want to know?
How'd you and Zalbar hook up?
Big Z's my family, you know? My parents, well, I guess they're dead. It was
Pretty sure
just
both those
me on
questions
my own
would be
until
the
day
same
I
response.
saw Zalbar in the lower city. I could tell right away he was in trouble. This was before the gang wars were out of hand. But even then, the Vulkars were scum. A few of them were hassling Big Z, trying to pick a fight, but he wasn't looking for trouble.
Who'd want to pick a fight with a Wookiee?
Hey, nobody said the Vulkars were smart, but there were 3 of them, so maybe they figured they could handle him. I don't know. Anyway, I don't like the Vulkars at the best of times. And when I saw them picking on this poor Wookiee, all alone on a strange planet, overwhelmed by the big city, I just lost it. I screamed out, "Leave him alone, you core slimes!" and charged right at them. Well, one of them saw me coming and slapped me so hard he just about knocked me cold.
You're lucky he didn't fry you with a blaster.
Hey, I don't need a lecture from you. You ain't my mother. I knew what I was doing.
Did you
Those
know?
Vulkars didn't scare me. They're nothing but cowards. I knew how to deal with them. Of course, I never got the chance.
Apparently you
I guess
didn't deal with them
Zalbar
very well.
didn't like seeing me get smacked around. He let out this howl and yanked that Vulkar a meter up off the ground and held him there by his throat.
What did the other 2 do?
The other 2 screamed and ran off. Can't say I blame them. The first time you see an angry Wookiee up close, it isn't a pretty sight. I thought Zalbar was gonna rip that punk's arms off and beat him to death with his own fists. The Vulkar was so scared, he fainted. Or maybe it was Big Z's breath just knocked him out. I keep telling Zalbar to brush those choppers of his, but he never listens. Just stay upwind when he's speaking and you'll be fine. Anyway, I knew those Vulkars would be back with friends, so I grabbed Zalbar and we took off. Ever since then, we've been a team. We look out for each other, you know?
How did Zalbar end up on Terrace?
He was fleeing some kind of trouble back on Kashyyyk. That's all I know, really. Big Z doesn't like to talk about it. In case you didn't notice, He's the
I guess
strong,
she
silent
missed the
type.
whole
Doesn't much
escapades
matter to
on
me, though.
Kashyyyk
I
before.
accept him for what he is, not what he was. Me and Zalbar like to live in the present.
How'd you survive before you
Hey,
met
what's
him?
that supposed to mean? You think I can't take care of myself? I've got street smarts. I know how to get by on my own. In fact, I look out for Zalbar more than he looks out for me, you know? Big Z is a little bit too gullible to make it alone on the mean streets of the lower city.
Alright, back to the
Yeah,
task at
I
hand.
suppose you're right. Like I used to tell my brother.
Uh-huh,
Fast
she
talk
had a
and
brother.
slick words don't get the job done.
Didn't know you had a brother.
My brother's a touchy subject, you know?
Huh.
It just so happens I don't really feel like talking about him right now.
Okay. So, anyway,
Greetings. This...
circa.
Yeah, I sure bet the Wookiees would hate to see you go.
Well, certainly. Now they are doomed to remain savages forever. Or possibly become extinct. Very sad.
Yeah. What are you doing?
We do
here,
some
Corbin?
mining here. Our starport is mostly just... This office is actually our administrative headquarters for this region. If you're in need,
What do you have to offer?
you certainly can.
Life support kits? Those could be handy, I think, but we also have force heals, so I don't really know how handy. There's some nice battle armor right there. Exarchoons, late battle armor, 9+3. 7+4. Is that upgradable? No. Let's see here. Anything really good? Not really. It's hard to find any armor higher than a 11 total. And all things being equal, it's better to have more dexterity if you have a ranged character, as I mentioned before. +1 dexterity, that's not too bad, actually. I wonder if we should buy that just to have it for one of our companions. Yeah, why not? It's only 750 credits. Demolitions, that could be useful. 1500 though, and we probably won't actually remember to equip them. Shields, a stealth unit. There's that implant with the regeneration I talked about a long time ago, which is kind of cool, but still, 2 points of regeneration a second isn't that great. I think we already have some of these saved up. Alright. Anything going on back here? Not really. Excuse me. Okay, and then the cantina is down here. Who's this guy? Yep, I am on the Ebon Hawk. You can tell Davik that my people are spitting plasma over this. We've been waiting for the shipment for a month now. I suppose we should be grateful that the shipment survived Terrace at all, though, right? Anyway, hand it over and let's finish this. What are you talking about? Wait a minute, you don't work for Davik? How do you happen to be flying the Ebon Hawk anyway? What business is it of yours? The Ebon Hawk is mine now. Fair enough. To be honest, I don't really care what happened to Davik or how you got the ship. I'm interested in something else. We had arranged for several kilograms of spice to be shipped to us here aboard the Ebon Hawk. Perhaps Davik left it on board. Aha, I remember that container. But is that dark side points? I don't... Yeah, I'd like to have the credits. I'd especially like it because there's a really cool quest that I think you get after doing this quest. But I don't want to get dark side points. I don't know if Leovar, you know, she was a scoundrel, but I think at this point she's pretty much turned it around and, you know, knows that a Jedi wouldn't be smuggling spice. I don't want to get involved in this. Nope. Alright. But yeah, there is a really cool quest if you do that. Yeah. If you complete and give them the spice, we'll give you a second quest to transport a container to the hut on Tatooine. And if you investigate the container, you actually get trapped in a Rakata mine prison and have a game of riddles. And yeah, try it out if you're playing the game because it's really cool. Mission, I just talked to you. Okay, your brother.
I was a little snappish when we last talked. I'm sorry about that. I get a little touchy when it comes to Griff. It's kind of embarrassing telling people about him.
Why is it embarrassing?
It's complicated. Griff wasn't the most popular guy. He had his faults. But I still loved him, you know? Sometimes people don't understand. I never knew my parents.
Yeah, it's your brother.
My brother always looked out for me. He's the one who brought me here to Tars. I was just a kid, only 5. but I remember the trip, if you could
So
call
that
it
explains how
that.
she got
We were
around.
stuffed inside a packing
Field
crate in the
days.
Starfighter's cargo hold with just enough food and water to make the trip. Not exactly first class, you know?
You were stowaways?
I don't know the whole story. I was pretty young, but my brother owed a lot of money. Might even have been a few arrest warrants out for him, I don't know. The only way to get off the planet was to smuggle ourselves out. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we were criminals. Well, maybe my brother was. See, this is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was. My brother had his problems, but he always looked out for me.
He's family. You have to stick by your family.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Without my brother, I don't know where I'd be. He gambled and drank, and he was always borrowing money for his latest get-rich-quick scheme. But he had a good heart, you know? He taught me how to survive, showed me how to slice into a computer security system, how to get inside a locked building without the entrance codes, and how to spot a wealthy mark for a quick shell game.
So that's where she picked up all those skills. Handy skills to have.
Yeah, Griff did right by me. I really miss him since he left. I keep hoping he'll come back someday. He promised me he would.
So I guess he wasn't on terrace then. Why does he leave?
He fell in with a bad crowd. It's all Lena's fault. She's the one who took him from me. Just batted those long lashes at him and off he went.
Who's Lena?
I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my blood boil. Subject's closed as far as I'm concerned. If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off with some intergalactic skank. So is there something else you need?
Nope.
Okay.
Alright. Maybe this is the guy with the secret stash. Use Doran, manager's fine establishment. There you go. Zegrom says you sell special items. Aha. I'm not who you think I am. I'm not Rowan anymore. Well, I do, but not for revenge. Alright. As long as I'm gonna kill Malik, they seem to be on my side. So, what kind of things do you have for sale? The rarest of items, expensive but worth every credit. Alright, cool. Let me see your premium items. Alright, support kits for pine fiber mesh. It's pretty nice armor right there for medium armor. It's pretty nice for light armor too. Alright, there we go. That's Jurgen Cult's power suit. This is, I think, one of the best heavy armors in the game if you upgrade it. It only has plus 10 defense, but if you upgrade with the 2 upgrades, I think it gets even higher. Resists cold, fire, and sonic, and yeah, it's pretty nice. Stabilizer mask. Gives immunity to mind affecting and all saves +2. This is also a really good mask. I think I used this in a couple of my earlier games, actually. If you're not light side, this is probably the mask you want to use. Especially if you're not Sentinel. But since I am a light side Sentinel, I can use my 2-leg cords, or whatever it is, not 2-leg cord. My special wisdom mask, and I already have immunity to most mind affecting things anyway. That's pretty good. Strength +5, nice. I'm pretty sure those are the best gloves in the game, actually. And these are some of the best energy shields in the game. Repine Primitive Energy Shields. That is a very good belt, actually. Geez, these actually are expensive. Yeah, expensive. Some good implants there. Armor upgrades in case you need more. Pizzac card. More upgrades. Yeah. Alright, so I'll probably come back in a bit. Maybe I'll just like a min-maxing episode, which actually won't be min-maxing, but like... God, I don't know. Should I buy those now? Dominator Gauntlets? I probably want those. I probably want a few of those, and I probably want that at least for companion. I might want some other stuff for companions too. That just might require me doing a lot of Pizzac for a while. Let me see what gloves I have right now. Yeah, strength +2. So to go to that, strength +5. It would have been my strength uneven, but I think I can get another point still in, well, 3 levels. I probably want it in wisdom. I don't know. God, this is rough. This is strength +2 and saves all +2. What was his? He's talking about somebody having slain a crate dragon. It was me, why? Oh, he's worried about me, that's sweet. But I just want to see your items. Okay, This is dexterity +2 and saves +4. This is, oh, is that, I guess it's, it'd be nice to have the defense, but I think the strength, the damage from strength would be even better, so I'll probably keep the belt I have. Then again, saves all +4. I don't know. There's lots of good choices here. But I do want to kind of see the other guys' wares first, so I'm going to hold my credits for now. And, alright, what about this guy? He's probably a Bazak player, isn't he? Yeah. Who are you? He's proficient. Does he know anything? Not really. Alright, that's about all there is to do in here, I think.
Greetings, friend.
Pilot.
Fellow pilot, are you?
Does everyone here know about the Ebon Hawk?
In a small colony like this, everyone knows everyone's business.
Great.
It's better than thinking too much about all the Sith lurking about here. The Hawk's been in and out of here for ages. And out-of-the-way starport is a good place for, privateers. Not saying you are one.
And what if I am?
Wouldn't make any difference to me. Just wish I had a ship like that myself. Business is steady here with the Sith, but it's a boring haul.
In case you're forgetting, partner, they don't exactly want us talking about their business.
Ah, who cares about them? I've seen some of those things they're digging up in those ruins in the valley. Pretty creepy, if you ask me.
What have they been digging up?
Weird artifacts. Looks like alien stuff. Maybe aliens lived on Korriban a long time ago. Who knows?
Don't be stupid. I was talking to one of those Sith, and he said there are tombs there dating back to when the Sith were here in
The Sith
ancient
are technically
times.
aliens.
There were
species.
Sith here in ancient times? Sounds like he was feeding you a line. Korriban's only been settled for a short time.
So says you. He said the planet was settled by the Sith long time ago. And then they all left or something. Those tombs are really...
That's true, there really aren't any
important to 'em.
members of the
No,
Sith
that-
species in this game at all.
That makes the stuff they send us even creepier. Wish I didn't have to haul it around.
But yeah, I guess they were either all killed during the Hyperspace War or are in hiding as part of the resurgent Sith Empire that becomes apparent in SWTOR, so there would not be many of those lurking about, if any. Where do you take these things?
We used to haul everything to Terrace, and the Sith would take it off our hands there. Not sure where we'll be bringing it now.
I think it's been like at least a couple weeks, if not months, since Terrace was destroyed in game time, but okay. How would one get to these excavations exactly?
It's in a valley on the surface, beyond some mountains to the east. No land route. That's why they have us fly in.
Shows what you know. The Academy has a route through the mountain. That's how all their students get to the excavation site.
Well, regardless, the Sith don't let anybody near that valley. Even when we land, they watch us like a Dreshdae hawk and want us gone quickly.
So no one could sneak to the valley by ship.
Not a chance. You'd be better off sneaking through the Academy if you want to go to the valley.
Ha!
So the valley is obviously
Now
where the star
that'd
map is
be a
going to
sight
be.
to see.
And we did see it in some kind of tomb. So,
Sure thing.
it sounds like we need to find a way to sneak. Oh, good, we got a quest there. Sneak through the academy. Yep, it seems that only the Sith of the local monastery have access to the ruins on the surface. If you're going to search them, it will have to be through the monastery. What do they call it? Monastery. Alright, so that is Dreshdae, the settlement here. Alright, one more time.
Hey there.
Talk about your brother.
I'm sorry for the way I acted before. It's just that when it comes to Lena, I tend
Why
to
do we
get
start
a
every
little
conversation with an
worked up.
apology? Just be nice to me and we don't have to do this. Why do you hate her
My
so
brother and
much?
me had a good thing going. Sure, Griff had his run-ins with the law on Terrace, but we got by okay, until Lena came and ruined everything. She was a dancer at the cantina where my brother used to go play Pazik. Griff could be a real smooth talker, and it wasn't long before the two of them were dating. But Lena was used to dating rich Teresian nobles, guys with mountains of credits. Griff could never give her the lifestyle she was used to, no matter how hard he worked.
Did Lena dump him?
I thought Lena would brush Griff off when she saw how poor he was, but for some reason, she stuck around. I guess she saw the potential for a big payday down the road.
So what happened?
After they'd been together for a few months, Griff told me he was leaving Terrace. He and Lena were gonna try and make their fortune off-world. He promised as soon as he made enough credits he'd come back and get me, and we'd all live like royalty. That was 2 years ago. I haven't seen him since. I don't even know where he went.
What do you mean? How's this Lena's fault?
Oh, I know what happened. As soon as she got him off Taurus, Lena sunk her claws into Griff butt good. She twisted him around her little finger and made him forget all about me. I know I'll probably never see Griff again. But part of the reason I came with you was the hope that I could find out what happened to my brother. Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing. Let's just get back to the task at hand. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Nope,
Okay.
not really. Alright, so as I was saying, that's the Dreshdae settlement. I'm really looking forward to going back and buying a bunch of stuff to really gear up my tunes after we do this planet. But for now, we do have one last star map to find. So I'm going to end this episode here, and when we come back, we will try to find a way into the Sith Academy. See you then.